Welcome to The Reds. Here you'll find all the latest news, the match information and the transfer speculation. In fact, just about anything that is happening at Anfield. Please subscribe and ring the bell if you want to keep up to date. Signing a top £50,000 a week star is the January priority as the Reds need to play as a team. Liverpool are the favourites to sign a £50,000 a week star in January as they look to deal with the major issues in their ageing squad. Liverpool have to improve their squad as soon as possible if they are to challenge on all fronts this season. Delaying signing players in the summer transfer window has led to a crisis in the club, and although they did manage to sign Arthur Melo on a loan deal on deadline day, he's not going to come in on a white charger and save the season. The Reds were heavily linked with Jude Bellingham in the summer transfer window, but the England international remained in Germany with Borussia Dortmund. But now, former Anfield star Danny Murphy has backed Liverpool to secure the signing of the young England international in January and has said he could become the backbone of the future Reds team. The 45-year-old told Talk Sport that would be a hell of a signing. It would change the dynamic of the midfield in terms of that he's an attacking, goal-scoring midfielder. He's a super player, some of the attributes he's got for such a young man. On Tuesday night, Bellingham proved his worth as he put in a fantastic performance and scored the third goal of the game in Dortmund's 3-0 demolition of Copenhagen in the Champions League Group G first match. Murphy continued, "I liked his celebration when he scored last night, actually, as if to say, here I am, look at me." Danny is not the first person to recommend Bellingham to Liverpool. Former Arsenal player Paul Merson has also said that the teenager would be a perfect signing for the Reds. And Liverpool certainly do need to rewrite their midfield. Injuries have decimated the squad and the players that are available are not performing well. Wednesday night's performance against Napoli in the Champions League exposed the weaknesses in the centre of the pitch, and the back line was frankly an embarrassment. Jurgen Klopp has spoken after the 4-1 defeat in Italy, saying that Liverpool are not playing as a team and they need to reinvent themselves. The Champions League campaign got off to the worst possible start with a 4-1 defeat in the Group A match at Napoli, and the Premier League has not been much better, with Liverpool winning just 2 of their 7 games this season. Reds boss Klopp did not mince his words as he said Liverpool played a bad game, but insisted he is confident that he has the club's backing in his ability to turn things around. Klopp spoke after Chelsea sacked manager Thomas Tuchel following their poor form, but he seemed to be confident he would remain in post. The Reds got their Champions League group stage campaign off to the worst possible start in southern Italy. They were shockingly 3-0 down at half-time, and it would have been 4 if Alisson had not saved an Osimhen penalty. It got worse in the second half as Napoli did make it 4-0, with a consolation goal by Luis Diaz coming too late to spark a revival. The German boss believes his team need to be better in pretty much everything, saying, "It was really tough to take, but I wouldn't say that difficult to explain," Klopp told BT Sport. "Firstly, Napoli played really well, and we didn't. That is the first explanation for the defeat. The 2 penalties we conceded, they were both a little unlucky. The next 2 goals we conceded are handed to them on a plate. That is not cool, and we should have defended better in the first place, and of course in the last moment as well." He continued, "We were not compact defensively or offensively. With Alisson in goal, you have to be really bad to concede 3 goals in the first half. You could see it on the pitch. We were not working as a team. That is why we lose games. Liverpool's next match sees them take on Wolves in the Premier League on Saturday if fixtures go ahead after the death of Queen Elizabeth II. And Klopp is under no illusions now of the enormity of any opponent the Reds face, and he said, "We need to reinvent ourselves. There are a lot of things lacking, not in all games, but the fun thing is we have to do it in the middle of the Premier League season and a Champions League season. We need a setup to be better in pretty much everything. We have to play in 3 days against Wolves. If Wolves saw that game tonight, they would not stop laughing and would say it is the perfect moment." He told reporters he does not expect to meet the same fate as Chelsea boss Tuchel has, despite Chelsea and Liverpool having similar starts to the season. But he admitted, who knows? The difference is they, Chelsea's owners, are different kind of owners. Our owners are rather calm and expect me to sort the situation and are not thinking that someone else should sort it. Wednesday night's result certainly hasn't helped Klopp, but frankly it was an awful display from last year's runners-up. Defender Andrew Robertson summed up the performance, saying, "We were miles too open. You cannot come to a place like this and not be compact." So things have to improve and improve soon. They have to get back to being the machine of the team we know they can be. And the sooner the better. And that is your latest news from Anfield. Please subscribe and ring the bell if you want to keep up to date with the Reds.